Fossil Ridge is going to have something to do with Mr. Forrest.
Yeah.
We saw him at times dominate last year. I would say there'll be more times of that this year because he's a senior.
Yeah. Well, and as you look at the way this game's got to be played, they're going to have to, they got a big size advantage. And it's like if you look across all you got to do is compare when these kids walk out. 3 seniors on the court starting out there for the Impalas, 2 juniors. For the SaberCats, you got juniors, sophomore, and 3 seniors. So pretty much same age group starting out there. Kowchuk and Forrest at the throws up, and I think they're going to call that one out on the Impalas. Forrest a little quicker to that ball. Inbound by Kormesser.
Well, we can see right now it worked. We were talking about playing city games as preseason games, pre-conference games, and more people come to these than when they play a Denver team. And
Tuesday night.
This is a good Tuesday night crowd in the middle of December, 1st of December. So
got a couple dozen Fossil students made across town. Poudre, as usual, has got their students all down in there. First ball kicked out of bounds, held by the SaberCats. Yoder underneath, good entry pass. Pin down there, though, picked up that dribble in a bad spot. Kormesser sets it again. They're playing man defense out of the gate for the Impalas. And a little errant pass, never got the shot off. Fisher comes up with the ball, quickly down, is dribbling, left alone. Baseline goes up, and a block. That's a tough one to get when you slide underneath and he's got a chance to go around you. Stribling got the call because he didn't go straight into him, did he? He
tried to go around him and use the Euro step, which is popular here in Colorado.
And finish the chance here for an and one.
Well, he's got good feet. He's a wide receiver.
Well, I like the fact that he went to the rim right away, as that one doesn't go down. Rebound by SaberCats. But if you look at he had that wide open 3. A lot of kids have gone ahead and taken that.
Yeah, I like that. And I like the fact that Fisher got it down to him. Fisher might not have done that last year.
Yoder, 3-pointer, leads his team in 3-point attempts. That one's off rebound by Forrest. Great box out. Tarango picked up by Yoder. It's just not a physical match that's going to vary. Tarango, pretty good little football player in his own right. Deep 3 by Wood doesn't go. Contested pretty well by Croft. Yoder baseline, has to get back out. Kowchuk passes up the look.
Well, this Poudre team is...
A little breakdown there. Goes in, doesn't fall.
They had moments last year, but I would expect him to come out and have a good year, and I think most people expect him to.
Well, as you talked about, you got a really dominant player that time. The entry pass just over the top from Stribling to Forrest. 3-pointer up, off, rebound Fisher.
Can you say tight?
Yeah, and you know what? If they just played a tournament too, they've played 3 games, and this will be the fourth game for these teams in 6 days now. Be about right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of basketball.
Fisher kicked the ball there, and I thought they called a foul. Yeah, they called a foul on
beforehand,
I guess.
2-0 Impalas here early. Tarango take the step, cut him off there, and then as he goes up, time it. Inbound from underneath, but Croft. Drive, Kormesser doesn't fall, put back, but Kowchuk doesn't go. Collision, Wood and Kowchuk, good no call there. One of the things we talked about this year, would Fisher have somebody help him bring up the ball? And that's a layup right there. You just got to make a layup.
Yeah, you got it.
You didn't need to do 5 other things before you shot it.
Kind of trying to remember what my coach would have done.
Nice strong move underneath to the left by Couch. It goes in.
Do you remember what your coach might have done? He had a wide open layup like that?
Yeah, well, I think he got surprised how wide open he was. He was uncontested.
He did.
Still man defense, both teams forced underneath. Nice get back that time to Stribling. Left-hander goes. Oh, and I like how right away he kept the ball high. That's just good coaching there. Forrest turned around, had a chance to get the pass to somebody else. He was doubled.
Yeah, he's going to be a handful for a lot of people in this conference.
And
right there.
SWAT and his own steal, so a double plus there. And he did a nice job of just putting his arm. Didn't knock it out of bounds. That's a coaching point too, isn't it?
Yeah, you get a young man like that, play hard, and
Fisher elevates to the fall away, knocks it down, and if he gets the stroke going, he's going to be really tough to stop. Long three, doesn't go. Kachuk rebound.
Fossil Ridge shot threes pretty good in their first game, not so much in the second and third game.
There was a shot there, it was just kind of contested, wasn't it? He kind of thought he was going to mid-ranger and wasn't quite set. 8-2 right now, early going, all Poudre.
You know, your early season stats are always a little off because...
Yeah, get 5 or 6 games under your belt and you'll see Forrest fade away, rolls out, rebound Yoder.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that just looked like, well, nobody's going to do anything. I guess I'll...
One more dribble maybe.
I guess I'll shoot it.
Well, everybody, you can tell the adrenaline just wore off. Everybody kind of got some heavy legs right now and start moving it. Entry pass kicked over. Oh, that's a great drive. Nice job.
They might call an offensive foul in there.
Well, yeah, Croft jumped into him, but it didn't. You know, that's hitting a bigger player. You don't get the call if you're the big guy there. But I like the fact that it wasn't a call as a foul and put somebody to the line either, because he did. You said he jumped into him.
Yeah, you got to get there on that. You can't.
Stribling
so much of basketball defense is beating your man to the spot.
Be that spot. Exactly right.
If you're even, you're going to get a foul.
13 foul there on the SaberCats. Cornmester at the foul. Checking in now, number 23 for the SaberCats. That's Tice Baldwin.
And he's a dynamic young player. We saw
already
him
averaging 9 points a game.
Yeah.
Fisher up, roller. If he gets the ball in the lane, he's not going to be guarded very often.
Well,
he
he's
elevates
6'4",
Yep.
and so that's. I think Stribling's a football player.
Yeah. And Wood.
Oh, that was Wood. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and it's kind of like the.
This is a city game. Don't let anybody fool you.
If you weren't sure before, should be now.
Yeah. Poudre's definitely got an edge on him, and right now Fossil Ridge is kind of looking at what hit him.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's 10-4.
And I'm pretty sure that Fossil's going to figure it out, but
they got to hit a couple buckets first. Oh, nice step around, rolls off, doesn't finish on that rim. Crane just can't figure out how that didn't fall in. It was right there, and like this momentum just took it out. Got to lay it up on the square.
Yeah.
So timeout on the court, 10-4 right now. The Apollos lead the SaberCats. We'll be right back.
The most magical time of the season to me is Toyotathon, with great deals on Tacoma, RAV4, even the awesome Camry. For you and your family.
Hi!
So, how can I help?
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 or $3,000 cash back on a new RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Here's your key.
So how does...
Magic.
Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here, 10-4, our score. And shout out here to Big E. He said he's watching us on his iPad.
You betcha.
Good job.
Lampkin's #1 fan, already helping us out with early season scores. Lampkin's off to a good start. The girls' team, as you expect to. Still man defense matchup. Baldwin on top of Fisher. Kick and go there. Well, just right now that Fossil Ridge is not in sync.
Yeah, and
Owen Cornmester, #5, checked into the game also too, the sophomore, younger brother. Cornmester, Baldwin, Crane, along with Kowchuk and Yoder out there for the SaberCats. Wood. Tarango,
Oh,
Fisher there, up, poke
nice.
up behind, but just kind of got the arm.
That's a great play, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I like that call.
They were going to get him down low, and
Cam
Fisher.
Cobb in, also number 32 now for the Impalas, along with number 23, Luke Dolan. 55 is Fisher underneath there, just getting the look. Oh, nice little spin.
oh, you got if you're Coach Brubaker, you got to tell you, man, we got to have those. There's a and one.
Yep, and a nice dish there. Yoder knew his big man was trailing him, pulled himself out of the lane. That's a basketball IQ that exceeds his years, I think.
Yeah, and that's the future of this program right there, passing
You've
two
got,
sophomores. And
yeah, step away from the pressure, draw that's up to you, and then Baldwin smartly just finish going towards the rim and get the chance for the three-point play. Cut the lead in half early here tonight at Poudre High School. 1:34 left in the first quarter. Baldwin gets it.
Good stroke there by Baldwin.
Yep, 10-7 right now, the Impalas lead. Substitution Forrest back in for the last minute and a half here of the quarter.
For you CSU fans who might recognize the last name of young Mr. Yoder. Nice.
Good save, Yoder three-pointer. As
Bingo.
you started, tied it up. Yep, the old man Ryan Yoder, standout, one of the all-time guards at CSU.
I'm sure he's over there across the way.
Tarango baseline, pulls it back up. Fisher, who strokes it and open from 25 about and lays it through.
But aren't you always open for 25?
You certainly are. Not many can make it though, and he does. Kauchik baseline shot, good.
Okay, now we're
playing basketball.
Now we got the lid off this thing.
Yep, under a minute to play here in the first. Fisher again, a little heat check, but that ball, you could tell either the ball was blocked or hit because it didn't go anywhere. Stopped at about halfway.
Yeah, young sophomore there. You can't get a foul on a three-pointer, fall-away three-pointer. He's got about 1 in 2 in 10 chance of hitting.
Yeah. First one off the front of the rim, rolls and is in.
Talking about with a lot of schools, you have a player that you see in 5th grade or 6th grade, and then you start following them and kind of see. And I think Luke Yoder's one of those players that pretty sure his dad's coached him in the junior leagues the last 3 years or
and
more
runs a lot
than
of
that
camps
probably.
locally for all kinds of kids too. That's just a skill set to pass along, and great job of that. Stribling back in the game now.
Well, he does a great fundraiser as well.
Yep.
Every Christmas for his basketball camp.
And Fisher left alone, follows up shot. Second one goes. Got to block out the big man. Dishman also in the game now, 33 for the SaberCats with the ball down the corner. Taking a look around there. Under 30 to play here. Yoder pressured by Tarango. Step back three, just off outside. Long rebound though, grabbed by Dishman. Oh, nice underneath pass. And smart by Fisher not to foul the obvious two-point attempt.
Get a second foul.
Yep. So nice little comeback here. Tighten it up, 16-14 and Paul's lead with the ball, but 3 or 4 buckets by the SaberCats. They're back in it. Fisher goes the lane without control. Shot doesn't go off. Long one for the buzzer. And off the top of the glass. So after 1 quarter here at Poudre High School, 16-14, the Impalas lead the SaberCats. You're watching ESPN TV and Streaming Sports.
I make my coffee at home.
I cut my own hair.
I buy in bulk. So do I.
Jag tar med mitt eget godis när jag går på bio.
I still use my parents' TV login.
Saving is in style. Start saving with the Anywhere account today.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Fun second quarter. You know, the first part of it was you could tell Fossil Ridge was kind of like going, oh, okay. And that's exactly why Coach Johansson liked this game tonight. He's like, you know, we need to we need to go ahead and get these wiggle worms out of our stomachs so we can play later in the year.
Yeah, well, and you got your fairly young team. Both these teams are about the same as what they put on the court as far as grades, but your primary players seem to be a little bit younger for the SaberCats so far early in the season, and they've got to get used to playing with the older guys.
But
plus,
you know what?
They got used to be playing 5A basketball too.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they're physically not up to Poudre, but they're only down by 2.
Yep.
And so
well, it shows you the three-pointer is always the equalizer, isn't it?
It is, and smart play.
Fisher forcing baseline. Nice job of Kowchuk. Just kept moving his feet.
That's good defense. Forrest trying to get to the baseline. They just wouldn't let him get there.
I'm not sure what we got here. The official stopped play. Clock shows 7:54, so it was on. I mean, if they might have missed a second or two, but we will get the explanation. Oh. So the arrow possession, that was the problem. The ball was given to...
Wasn't changed.
Yeah.
Good job by the official
nice
there.
Catch.
I don't know his name, but he's officiated.
Yep, we've seen familiar faces now. Good catch there, and obviously the scorekeepers agreed with him.
Obviously the Poudre coach wanting to know how that works.
Just planting a seed for later, right?
He's still wanting to know how that works.
Yoder left side, nice dish underneath.
He traveled.
That's what.
Wow.
Kowchuk, I guess he considered keeping 1 foot there, didn't he? Because it sure looked like he skidded. Tied at 16, though, either way. Fisher up court, picked up by Croft. Dribbling in the lane, little running hook. Good. Long down court pass. Cornermaster 5, that's just going to be the other way. I think it's just going to be a fall on travel. Nope, and they're going to just no call. I like that. Just out on whoever touched it last. Apparently went off of Stribling's leg. Stribling, Forrest, Fisher, Tarango, and Wood on the court for the Impalas to start this second quarter. And a little push there by Wood.
Yep.
Like say you said before, it's the early season. You're still getting your legs into basketball shape. You might play football. You have great aerobic shape, but it's not basketball.
It's totally different basketball, folks.
Kowchuk on the kick out.
If you want your chest to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, it is.
Croft, Yoder, Dishman, Kowchuk on the baseline now. He made one of those earlier. Kind of pushed his way in there. Had the pass, missed Dishman with it. And Kornmesser out there, that first 5.
Poudre does not want to run, it doesn't look like. Of course, if you had that size advantage.
Yeah. Fisher Lane.
He traveled.
Little fadeaway.
Not traveled, skidded his.
Yeah, and kind of just, I think it was kind of one of those contact no calls. 2016 now, 4-point lead for the Impalas.
Right now, if you're Poudre, there's about 2-3 guys is who you're going to focus on.
A little bit of a switch up out here. Dishman in the game, so it's keeping Fisher out of the lane. He's far out. Kowchuk being guarded by Wood. That's a bit of a mismatch there. A high three-pointer for Croft. Doesn't go. Nice rebound. Tell you, Kowchuk's played a lot around the board.
Great hustle.
Been hustling in the paint.
Boy, he's your classic
brings his lunch pail.
hustling big man, isn't he?
Yeah. Yoder will be substituted out.
He reminds me of, nobody will know this name, but you might Mark Operding.
Wow. That's going way back.
From the San Antonio Spurs. Doesn't he kind of remind you of that?
There you go. Kornmesser to Kornmesser underneath. Spin moves. He's in the lane. Boy, just halfway down, comes back out. Rebound. This one will fall. And Crane will go to the line. It's one of those where everybody watched the ball bounce around while he snuck in there and was active and grabbed it and put it right up.
Well, that was one of those situations. Kornmesser, he's got to go straight up with that, and he got a little too cute. I know if you get blocked, it hurts your ego, but a lot of times you'll draw a foul when you do that.
That's where you got to go eat it. Yep. Crane with a chance to bring the SaberCats within 1, and does. Nice three-point play.
And somebody tells me that I didn't ever see Mr. Ryan Yoder play, but he was about as good as there was.
Yeah, smart.
At drawing fouls.
Yep.
And making free throws.
Durango got a rush one there up underneath. Fisher gets hit, doesn't get it to fall. Tell you one thing about Fisher, I like his hustle for rebounds. For a big guy, he ran the ball down out of the lane. Forrest. And ran that ball down outside the lane to bring it back in. At the line for a pair.
His game is more calm this year. He's thinking a little bit, although you don't want to think too much, but.
Well, it should. That's the maturity of a senior. Get your chance to play a lot of summer leagues. As he wonders how that first one didn't go in, second one coming. And that one a little long goes out. Fisher tied up with Kornmesser. And it will stay down this end. The arrow favors Poudre on the tie-up.
Nice to see the boys making plans for
post-game.
Post-game dinner or something. As
Fisher underneath straight up. I like that. Just got to finish. And Wood comes in at the end.
So right there, Forrest has the easy, how many is that? That's 3 bunnies that he has not hit.
Yeah, he's getting contested. He just got to take his time a little bit more and go straight up, and they will fall. But now, right now, as you said, that's an 0 for 3. You wouldn't expect from much.
SaberCats, some credit defensively.
Oh yeah, no, he's getting all the attention. They know they've got to be on him down there. One guy's not going to stop him. Crane, hard drive, doesn't go. Rebound, Stribling.
Well, Forrest bothered that shot.
Yeah, he really did.
Boy, he missed him.
Nice play underneath. Stribling draws the pressure away. Forrest slips along the baseline, bounce pass, easy bucket.
I was going to say he missed him the first time, but got him the second time.
Yeah. Crane again goes in. And that's going to be the second foul. He did a nice job there, knowing he was a bigger guy. He used his body, kept his body between the ball there, a nice left hand. I think he jumped off the opposite foot too. That's just showing some excellent athletic
he wasn't
ability.
worried about getting blocked, and that's that. I know it's counterintuitive.
Yeah, go in there and draw it there, and that's going to be a chance for his second and one. That one, a little rush, doesn't go. Dishman underneath. Doesn't fall.
I'm Matt
Rebound by
Johansson.
Dolan.
I got to be really happy with how my team's playing right now.
Fisher pull up. Off the rim, rebound by Crane.
What are they going to call?
Blocking.
Okay.
So the fouls are starting to add up here now. 4:41 left in the half. 22-21 Impala's lead. Both teams are in the single bonus. Croft will be at the line for the front end. That was 2 fouls on Stribling, so I don't think we'll probably see him much the rest of this half.
I thought Forrest had 2 as well, didn't
he? I did too. I looked up, they just showed 1, but that might have been a change before I had a chance to look back. Senior Croft at the line, chance to tie it up, and does. Chance now to give the SaberCats their first lead of the night. Wood in for Tarango along with number 32, Kim Cobb.
Both teams right here have to really take care of the ball right here so they don't
really add up the fouls even further.
Well, and have a run.
Yeah. Well, Poudre had a stretch where they played it well, and now that was kind of a young man's foul right there. Dishman tried to reach over instead of moving his feet. But just good position for the entry pass by Forrest there. They had wide base and ready to accept the pass. But right now, Poudre, the lid's been on. They haven't shot the ball very well here in the last about 4 minutes.
Got distracted. A little young man fell over here in the stands. So I was making sure somebody taking care
Your dad gene came out.
of him. But
First
what
one
I
good.
was trying to say, which I didn't say in any intelligible way, was both teams have to really watch out for the other team having a run here with 4 minutes left and end up being down by 10 or something. They want to keep it where they're at. How you finish out quarters and halves, you know.
Nice play that time by Fisher. Came down contested, might have tipped a little bit and kind of knocked it where Croft couldn't hold on to it. Okay, that's we're just seeing how the Fisher and Kornmester kind of mixing it up a little bit out top the key. A little lazy with the ball there, take it away, and then Croft gets his. Right now there's a little chippiness in the gym. And that can happen.
These two schools are polar opposites in town.
And you can't be any further away.
And in culture, probably, as well. So,
like you said, you talked about that football there. Well, we've got a timeout. We'll take advantage of that timeout, too. We'll be back. You're watching ESPN TV and Streaming Sports.
The most magical time of the season to me is Toyotathon, with great deals on Tacoma, RAV4, even the awesome Camry. For you and your family.
Hi!
So, how can I help?
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 or $3,000 cash back on a new RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Here's your key.
So how does...
Magic.
Toyota, let's go places.
Back here at Poudre High School, all tied at 23. Foul in the last play, so 1-1 and for the Impalas. Luke Dolan at the line. The senior with the single bonus coming up. First one rolls off. Rebound Forrest. He doesn't get fall. Came in and Dolan had a chance but lost it. So the lid, Forrest has had a lot of looks within the paint, you know, in that 5 foot range where you want your big guy to go, and they're not falling tonight, but quick substitution.
You know what I'd like to see him is, you know, he's kind of more finesse when he's going up with him as opposed to going up strong.
Yeah, start going more at that glass. Cobb was in there for his minute back out. Tarango back in the game. 4 minutes left here in the half. We're all tied at 23. Kowchek, who's back in the game also. Kicks it back out, Crane. Spin move in the lane. And quick dump pass, Kowchek quietly having a pretty good game. That's probably his 3rd bucket. Strong man defense, both ends of the court. Fisher looking around. Kowchek just moving his feet. Ball to the ground, he goes and gets it. Kornmester down, not picked up in lane, goes on in and gets the charge, or gets the call. Dolan was there, but once again, you don't go straight into him, and you kind of sliding still. You're not going to get that. Nice call out there. We'd like to mention our referees here tonight on the court: Michael Smith, Paul McCluskey, and Dave Pratt. Thanks again to the Big E, who basically knows everybody with a whistle in Northern Colorado. First one is up and off by Kornmester. So cold night here at the line, both teams really. 25-23 though, SaberCats lead.
Well, Coach Johansson told me that he's proud of his kids. They're playing hard and being unselfish, and we certainly see that tonight.
So timeout on the court, Fossil Ridge will take it. 3:30 left here in the half. You're watching ESPN TV and Streaming Sports.
I cut my own hair.
I buy in bulk. So do I.
Jag tar med mitt eget godis när jag går på bio.
I still use my parents' TV login.
Saving is in style. Start saving with the Anywhere account today.
You're watching high school sports on Stream It Sports NoCo.
We're back here at Poudre High School in Fort Collins, Colorado. Randy McCoy, David Haase here with you.
Game's really slowed down here in the last few minutes, so 3.5 minutes still left in the half. Foul count's kind of gotten up there. I'd say early season games, a little bit more of the, we're working our way into the finesse parts of the game, a little bit ragged. Both teams with 8 fouls called each, and like I said, there's still plenty of time left here in the half.
Well, that's a sign of a preseason
yes, it is.
Game, is you'll have some good flashes and then some other flashes.
Starting 5 on the court for the Impalas. The slow pass underneath, knocked away, still picked up by the Impalas on the ground. Forrest got knocked to the ground into another player, and the official's going to call him for the push. There was 4 or 5 bodies getting knocked all over the place, and then there was
how did you pick him out of it?
I know, yeah. That was kind of an odd one. Either way, that's the second foul on Forrest.
That's a tough call on the young man.
Cobb back in the game, number 32 now. Senior. Yeah, they'll probably see how the game's going. I mean, Forrest has been shooting just what you kind of expect a big man to shoot near the bucket. They'd probably be up by 10 points. He's had 6 or 7 really good looks.
Yeah, he, for sure. I mean, he could have 10 points easy.
Wood back off, have a triangle in the front. Guarded by Yoder.
They've actually done a good job on Fisher.
Well, you hate to say he had a couple shots earlier.
But he's well below his pace for his average.
Yeah, especially early season. Yeah, you got to find a way to get more shots, and right now he's kind of playing a deny. Actually, Fossil defenders. Yeah, that's gonna have to be taken care of. So he's shielding his eyes, and for the things there, you're going to have somebody eat an elbow. Hard to know that wasn't going to get worse. So nice job by the official. And I'm sure Coach Johansson doesn't want that happening out there either. Fisher's front into 1-on-1's good. Second one coming. Could bring the Impalas back to 1. 2:56 left here in the half. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Jim's Wings, best wings in Northern Colorado. That one doesn't go. Knocked around, grabbed by Yoder. Along with First Bank and Pedersen Toyota. A little passing, Kornmesker down the end. And that one will go that way. There's nice hustle by both Kauchek and Fisher.
By the end of the year, Yoder will stop and put that one up from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Yeah, the way it starts going.
He was standing at the free throw line.
Fisher gets kind of mugged from behind. Boy, they're really in the game. Now we're going to get another collision. Collision one in, no call, collision there. And it just shows you how different refs will interpret the same thing. But the game has gotten a little bit more physical, and Coach Brubaker's making that point, I think, right now. 24-26, though, at the line. Crane again. Crane's had a good first half. Being a real pusher of the ball. A couple times Lane's got a three-point play. Several rebounds. Good backspin goes in. Kauchek, Kornmesker, and Kornmesker, both the brothers Owen and Drew on the court right now, along with Yoder. Crane at the line. And a nice 2-for-2 trip.
Boy, these last 2 minutes have been an eternity, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Like I said, a lot of whistles. 10 fouls now for the Impalas, 9 for the SaberCats, so it's going to be double bonus the rest of the way. Fisher, deep three, and hit. Crane pushes again, just drives. Oh my. I want to see what he calls it on first. Okay, I thought he was going to call it on Cobb, who's basically sitting in the lane waiting. He's going to call the foul. I believe that's going to be on, well, I thought he signaled 55.
Dribbling.
Okay. But his third. Right back at the line. Crane gets another one. Fall.
Well, you saw Crane made the all-tournament team in that first term, and now you see why he did. Boy, he's a
hustles.
He's a gamer, isn't he?
He's not.
And he makes his free throws.
Yeah, when he earns his trip to the line. You said before you go on the lane, you look for contact, and he is, and it's working out. I mean, that's the difference in the game right now. They've been able to bring their free throw game basically to get that lead. I mean, Poudre's not shot the ball well, hasn't done much this whole quarter, but it's mostly been from the line, as you can see from the foul count too. So 4 in a row by Crane. Fisher back out front, picked up by Kornmesser. Go in the lane strong, and it's going to count. Just a smart move, going straight to the bucket.
Well, he needs to do more of that because he potentially could single-handedly foul the whole team out because, you know, he's got
the finish. Chance to tie the game up here with the and one.
Nice.
Both the coaches are starting to wondering why the contacts have been called, but I mean, this whole second quarter has been contact. Fisher and the line has not been friendly for the Impalas. Nice down court pass, goes a little strong out of bounds, save back in. And that was just a smart play. You know, Drew Kornmesser really didn't have anywhere to go with that ball. Pump fake, got his opponent into the air and just kind of leaned in just a little bit and go to the line for a pair. 1:52 left. SaberCats can say the scoring this quarter been from the line. They're up. As soon as I say it, of course, then they finally miss one. Put the jinx on.
You know, they're like, thanks a lot, Haase.
Back here and after the timeout, SaberCats will be back on the line. Don't have those stats from this half, Randy, but I'm thinking that's really, you know, done a nice job of going to the basket, drawing fouls, and cashing in at the free throw line. And that's kept the SaberCats right here in the game. We're tied at 31. Poudre kind of seems to go in sports, two or three plays, and then, you know, silent for 3 or 4 trips.
We talked about it's early season, and you know, it's hard to have your offense really organized right now to where it's really tracking. And so you see 2 or 3 times down the court it is, and then next couple 3 times and it's not.
Yep. Kachik there with a nice pair. 33-31. SaberCats coming over and leading on the home court. They fall back into a zone now. Forrest hasn't been in the game, probably won't. This is the half with his 2 fouls. Trying to look underneath there. Cobb up, throws the pass down line. Contact made, no call, but I think that was a good one.
Yeah, and you know,
Kachik does a nice job of not forcing the ball. He's very vertical, holds his space, arms extended.
Yeah, he's just a gamer. You know, I'll take a team full of gamers.
Oh gosh, yeah. You'll run what they want you to run. They'll be in the right place. Yoder pull up 3. That was short. Rebound Fisher. Kind of picking his spots. Long 3 by Wood. Lined up, doesn't go, fall to the ground.
Fisher gets a little bit of LeBron James.
Yes, he does. We've already seen that 3 or 4 times called. Crane, high off the glass. Nice 2. 4-point lead, 30 seconds to play now. In the half, SaberCats' biggest lead of the game.
Again, Poudre doesn't look like they know what they want to run, but that's a travel.
Got to be a traveling call.
You got to go up right away, young man.
Yeah. Realize you got all the size in the world and whoever's going to come at you.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do anything.
Well, he kind of found himself under the bucket and kind of looked away and didn't know if he wanted to extend his arm out to open the ball up. 35-31 SaberCats lead here. Yoder brings it up. Still man defense for the Impalas. Fade away, high off the glass, doesn't go. Wojciech's there again, contesting it, doesn't get the rebound, out of bounds to the Impalas. 10 seconds left. Tarango going down the lane and go the line and one. Officials will confer though, see if they want to give it to him. And they do. It tells you how smart of half Kalchek's played because that's his first personal foul. And he's been around the ball and all the contact.
That was bang, bang. That was a bang, bang call, I think.
Yep.
I mean, it could go either way, but it.
Yeah, the offensive player is generally going to get that. Because he didn't go square into the numbers, kind of going at an angle. Tarango the chance to finish it and does. And time's going to run out. Ball's in the air. Off the front of the rim. Almost goes from Yoder. So after 2 quarters of play here at Poudre High School, 35-34, the SaberCats lead in an early season non-conference, but a city rivalry game nonetheless. Come back. Watch us here in that 3rd quarter starts. We'll be right back. We're back here now. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. 6:45 left to play in the 3rd. You didn't miss too much, but a couple buckets back and forth. Jack Fisher now for the Poudre, and Paul is at the line shooting 2 for a technical foul called on the SaberCats, a player foul. 41-37, though, a couple quick buckets and a 3-pointer knocked down by the SaberCats, put them up in a game we're starting off kind of the way we finished the 2nd quarter. Physical, already got 3 fouls called, and Randy, we kind of expect that to kind of go on, don't we?
Yeah, this better go get yourself another beverage. And
yeah, here's time to sit and watch. Be a longer game. Nice center pass down there. Boy, Forrest he's going to earn it, everything inside tonight. He's not shot the ball well at all. Credit some of that to the defense played by the SaberCats for sure, but
well, he's not going up strong.
Yeah.
He's the biggest guy on the court.
Yeah, he's not getting contested once he gets the air. They just got to fall for him. At the line, though, now for a pair. On the court for the Impalas. Got Wood, Forrest, Fisher, Tarango. And fifth one out there, Luke Dolan, number 23. Yoder, Crane, Kalchek, Baldwin, and Kornmesser for the SaberCats. And a 1-for-2 trip there. A 3-point lead, though, for the SaberCats who have the ball. Yoder out front. Nice job by the sophomore just being that quarterback, isn't it, Randy?
Yep.
Run that play. Baldwin left alone. 3-pointer goes up hard off the back. Hustles back, tips it away. That's why you got to block out even that far away, isn't it?
Yeah, good hustle by the sophomore.
Spin in the lane, trap, nowhere to go. Picked up the dribble, had to kick it out. Kornmesser goes in, dishes off. Kalchek. Yoder, quick release, doesn't go. Down on the floor, couldn't see it. Fisher does end up with it, though. No, he picks up the ball, goes in uncontested, knocks it down. Smart play with the hesitation, wasn't it?
He would not have done that last year.
Great point.
I'm glad to see the maturity in some of those things. He slowed down, got control, knew he might have to go up strong with it.
Yoder that time just a little quick, got double teamed there and went to the ground, traveled. Just trying to make things happen. Tarango spins off the pick, pulls it up, spins in the lane. Off Yoder, goes up, rebound, or layup. Doesn't go. Going to go to the line for it. Yoder with a foul. So that will put Tarango at the line for a pair. Third team foul. Like we say, the game's picked up right where it finished the first half, Randy. Pretty physical, a lot of whistles. Tarango up, first one's good. We're tied now at 41. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Stream It Sports. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Jim's Wings. Best wings, Northern Colorado. I still have my challenge unanswered out there. Get a hold of us through our Twitter account, or you can get to me, Dave H. 1923. I will pay for those 6 Ram Hot Wings for anybody who wants to try them. And all the cold beverage you think you're going to need to make that go away. Entry pass. Carmen, nice dump underneath. Dolan, though, good recovery. Had forced Baldwin back out. Baldwin, that's just a nice, strong move, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's
explosive athlete. Puts the SaberCats back up by 1, 43-42. Dave Haase here tonight, along with Randy McCoy on the call.
Well, we all see high school, and you got to play young kids at times. You got to do lots of things. It's always better when you play young kids if you can win.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that.
Fisher with the rebound, and Yoder gets kind of caromed into him. Pleads his case. It didn't really matter. Fisher had the ball up in the air. I don't think they were actually going at each other. Just they ended up in the same spot. That'd be 3 fouls on Yoder, too, here early in the second half. Fisher at the line for a pair. First one's up and good. And Fisher's one of those streaky shooters with he can make it rain and really get it going. He's had a couple of threes and some other moves, and strong here in the second half. Well, kind of what Poudre needs. They're counting on the scoring for he and Forrest.
He'll certainly be able to play it someplace at the next level.
Yep, and a pair there. And he's did good job of keeping his composure. He's had some pretty active defense being played on him.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Well, and if you're longtime Poudre fans, he's the last in a line of, I think, 3 brothers.
Yep. Oh, great way to go on the lane, and another block, and another block. Forrest, a pair of blocks on one defensive play. Picks the ball up. Now Stevie's got the composure to stop it. He does. That's a great play. Good, smart play there. Fisher, long 3. And you can tell by the reaction of the gym, that was good. 47-43 now, a couple buckets.
Well, you really have to commend Forrest for his defense. It's like 5 block shots.
Yep. And a pair in a row. Did take it down the court, but realized he didn't. You see the maturity there. He pulled up and let the other team come to him to kick out. Fisher nails the 3. Brought the gym back to life, didn't it?
Well, and you know, if Poudre could get that energy, I think they could probably go ahead and put this one away, but they did. Fossil Ridge just keeps
and tenacious.
Kind of slowing the game down. And
yep. Dishman in now, long cross-court pass, Kowchik.
Which you've really never seen a Fossil Ridge team play that way.
Well, it's credit.
You play with who's here.
Exactly. Entry pass down underneath. Lob pass has to be kicked out. Kowchik again on with Fisher behind him. Flip pass, Kornmesser. There's just nowhere for him to go there. Smartly pulls it away.
And there's no shot clock, so.
Yeah, that had been just feeding a block. SaberCats pulled out. Coaches are calling the play from the bench. Kornmesser, little strip play there. I thought he was going to go. Slough controlled. Knew he wouldn't be able to get a layup off because he's being guarded underneath by Forrest. But the kick out wasn't there. Three minutes to play here in the third quarter, 47-43. We're at Poudre High School.
Nice pass.
That's the good under.
That's stronger. There you go.
Well, the over-under that he hasn't done yet. He used his body, his length, got it down.
When Poudre organizes their offense, they're going to be hard to stop.
Exactly. Find that rhythm underneath. Kowchik goes in. Boy, I just barreled through it. No call. Ball stays. Good, strong move. You know, and the defender didn't do anything to really impede him other than contact.
Well, you know, he was moving, so you
kind of thought there'd be a foul call and he'd be at the line. 2:34 left. Inbound now by the SaberCats. Croft underneath. Croftish and Kowchik.
You know, nobody fell down.
So yeah, exactly.
Of course, now you got to fall down to get a foul.
Yeah, they keep standing the standard of what it takes to draw one. Good ball moved by the SaberCats. Patient on offense tonight, haven't they been?
Yeah, and very unselfish, and that's what Matt said he loved about this team.
And another trailing foul there. You know, it's kind of one of those that early season, your timing, Wood from behind.
But you got to kind of know when you've been beat and yell help, and
yeah,
that's why they call it helping defense.
Exactly. That's fourth foul on Wood. He'll go to the bench. They'll bring back in Cobb, number 32.
Or team defense, or whatever you want to call it. But,
yeah, you got to look out for each other. Nobody stays in front of everybody.
No, not.
Long skip pass down the ground.
Off.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna. Just a tough look. Substitution. Crane back in for Kornmesser. And I was kind of looking for Crane. I mean, he was pretty much the instigator, the straw that stirred the drink the whole first half of the SaberCats. He kept them in.
He's got the look, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's playing, the physical and a smart sense at the same time, and made him pay just like that right there. An easy layup, just paying attention, anticipation to explode on the ball. 1:49 left here in the third quarter.
I love that.
4-point lead for the Impalas.
And you're a coach. You bring a kid in. What's the first thing he does? Makes a steal and gets a layup.
Looks to be playing. Tarango fall away.
You think he was ready to play when he was sitting on the bench?
Yeah. Nice putback by Cobb. Offensive rebound. Used the big body. Little turnaround.
Let that be a lesson to all you kids playing junior high. Crane wasn't sitting there sulking on the bench.
Yep.
He was sitting there ready to play, and the first thing he does is makes a steal. Boy, that's got to be a travel.
Doesn't it? Put the ball in his hip and took 2 steps. Well. Yeah, most of the gym is wondering why there wasn't a call there. That's the third foul, though, on Forrest. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's the official's call.
Well, they were big steps. So
yeah. Made it somehow from about the top of the key. Bangs around and falls back in. Substitution. Dishman out, Kornmesser back in. Oh, Drew Kornmesser. Forrest is going to go to the bench for a few minutes. I think that's a good call at the 6-point lead. The chess match between Coach Johansson and Coach Brubaker. In a high foul game. Both teams with 4 fouls here. And a nice 2-for-2 trip there by the sophomore Baldwin. Fisher trying to look for a screen.
Well, in high school, it's the team that's got somebody like Fisher has a huge advantage.
Nice job that time by Tarango, just pushing it in. He's going to draw the foul.
Boy,
he took a long step and a half, too.
I was going to say, that looked like he was going up between the guard and the tackle, man.
Yeah,
he put that ball down under and
kept going. Fisher will inbound.
Had a great year as the quarterback this year, and first year was injured his sophomore year.
Yep.
But looking forward to watching him play next year.
Tarango, nice hesitation move. Pretty layup.
Well, they just don't call that carry
you,
anymore, do they?
You could move it around there. Kowchik baseline pump fake goes up. Blocked from behind, but on the wrist by Cobb.
If I could have carried the ball in high school, man, I could have made the NBA. So
37 seconds left, 6-point lead for the Impalas. Chance here for Kowchik to cut into that with a pair coming. 5 fouls apiece at the end of the third quarter. So we will have a fairly long fourth quarter.
It'll be past your bedtime. We don't watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be that way. Nice front knock down. Well, I tell you what, the free throw difference tonight between the Impalas and the SaberCats, I think it's just about flipped. I think it's about 70% going in for the SaberCats and about 30% going in for the Impalas. I mean, I could certainly be wrong. It's happened, but it seems a lot more points from the line earned by Fossil Ridge tonight. Cut the lead to 4. Another drive to the lane. Crane goes up, kick back out, and a foul drawn. Tarango, nobody gets in front of him.
I'm not sure they have anybody that can stay in front of him.
Yep. And I like, like I say, if he's taking the hesitation, sees it, and goes. He had the kick out there.
Well, their offense is more organized when he comes down and does that because he's trying to draw people.
Exactly. Great point. Have to kick it way out. Nice job by the SaberCats on the inbound defense.
And that's one of those, nobody set a screen on the inbounds play.
Fisher's going to come off the pick. Easy drive in, gets tripped. Does a nice thing, doesn't go. Smart thing, he didn't try to do anything but stand up, just got rid of the ball. It's not traveling until you try to move. But he had an easy layup, and just his feet got kind of kicked out from under him. And how that wasn't a whistle?
I was excited to see what he was going to do with the ball. That might have been a little dunk there.
Yep. Underneath, collision back. And
boy, strong.
Yeah. Well, and you said there, he turned around, took advantage, took it straight up. Crane's going to get the foul. That will put Fisher the line for the end one. Croft actually called for the foul, his third. Fouls are going to start becoming a factor here. Forrest on the bench with his 3. Stribling's got 4.
I don't know if I'm just old or what, but I've been watching Mr. Fisher since 5th grade.
Don't do the math.
Yeah, his daddy has taught him well. See him across the way there.
Yeah, that's the
kind
great
of a
thing
legend
about
family, legacy family here at Poudre.
You love to see that in high schools. Rolls off, they'll rebound by Crane. 6-point lead, under 10 to play. Hornmester top the key, drives in, has to kick out. Baldwin look. Doesn't go, and that'll end it. So Poudre kind of comes alive after being down by 4 so early in the quarter and put the ball in the back of Mr. Fisher. Responded probably about 8 points in that quarter, Randy, and put them back up. They lead 55-49 after 3 quarters here at Poudre High School. You're watching ESPN TV and Streaming Sports.
The most magical time of the season to me is Toyotathon, with great deals on Tacoma, RAV4, even the awesome Camry. For you and your family.
Hi!
So, how can I help?
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 or $3,000 cash back on a new RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Here's your key.
So how does...
Magic.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're back here, and
we haven't given credit yet tonight. Johnny Howlett, Fossil Ridge Senior. First night on the camera, doing a nice job.
Mr. Our journalist on the spot here, Mr. David Haas, asking the hard questions.
Yeah. Make sure I get it right.
Well, and we are professional journalists, folks.
That's right.
So
we want to be
just so you know,
top of the game. So 4th quarter starting here. 6-point lead for the Impalas. They got the ball. Tarango, Forrest, Fisher. Tarango goes to the floor a little out of control there. Gets the travel call.
and it's not the NBA.
Yep. Along with
you could slide all the way down. You could
Yeah.
slide all the way down the court in the NBA.
Yeah,
It's
and get a Coke from a vendor and still not be called. Drew Cornmester, Crane, along with Baldwin, Kauchik, and Yoder on the court to start the 4th here for the SaberCats. Wow.
Well,
It's gonna
folks,
be-
as little as it looks, it's a foul.
Yeah.
No matter what you do,
Yeah,
if
and
you
it's
don't
just-
get that leg out of the way.
Yeah. Even though you're striding along there, but that's 4 fouls on Forrest. And they got to get him out of there now. Stribling will come in.
He's standing straight up. And
yeah. Doesn't matter.
Wasn't-
Easy call.
Wasn't in good position, and that's what happens.
We talk
Nice crossover.
Talk about your carry, though.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's the way the game is run.
Well, it's supposed to be that if it doesn't give you an advantage, they don't carry it. But he certainly had an advantage in that. It looked like a fullback going through there.
Yeah, that was a step and a half and great cut and explosion to the hole. But so Crane back at the line. Active night for him. Defensively, offensively, just all-around game. Doesn't get that one to fall. As soon as I put the kiss of death on that, my streak is alive. Stripping will be in. That's trading 4 fouls for 4 fouls, but Forrest, I think, is the more important one as the game gets the end. Say the inside presence he's had. We've got 5 blocks, I think, on the night.
Defensively, he's definitely been a factor.
55-49.
Coach Brubaker ought to be saying, son, you got to get down.
Yeah. I don't want you guarding 25 foot away anyway.
Yeah, bend your knees.
I think it might be about the first 0 for 2 the SaberCats have had. Fisher goes up, lays it in. Just a nice gliding
stop
move.
The ball, don't they?
Yeah, got to get in front of it. Cornmester pulls up, 3-pointer, doesn't go. Rebound, strong rebound, Stribling. 8-point lead now for the Impalas, their biggest lead of the night. And that's just wanting to take over the game there. If you're not going to double team him, he's going to keep doing that. And he's long enough, athletic enough to get it done. And that'll be a single bonus now for the Impalas. That second quarter where they didn't, the late first quarter, they didn't hit anything from the line. This is where the game either is going to separate for them or they'll keep the SaberCats in it.
Well, and again, last year Fisher would have stopped and tried to shoot a 3 or something. So it's an easier shot. A layup's easier than a 3.
Yeah. Attempted to steal. Cornmester pulls up, takes it back. Cobb inside, Couchett goes around, tucked away, Stribling. Kind of aggressive there, got away with the steal.
Hey, I'm sure the coach said you just go play. And
yeah, don't overthink it.
You got 5 fouls, and when you get 5, you're done.
Fisher pulls up. Well, we got one official that's getting paid by the call tonight. That's the most blown whistle on the court. Backside foul.
Well, again, the consistency is what you're hoping for, and you see a lot of the stuff that hasn't been called, then you see something like that away from the ball that is called. And it's
Dolan fouls out, his 5th.
Well, he ain't going to be the first one.
No, I think that might be a parade.
A lot of guys going to get playing time tonight.
Yeah, Yoder at the line. Front end here, single bonus time. 6.5 to play here in the game. That's how it get you back in the game, too, if you're the SaberCats. Stop the clock and score from the line. First one's up and nothing but the cords. And a 2 for 2. 57-41, Fisher. Across the line there. Stribling back down Tarango with Owen Cornmester on him. Cobb picks him up. Tarango left alone, puts it up. Nice rebound by Cobb, who just didn't need to shoot it there. There was more collisions there.
Yeah,
Fisher's down. He got hit in the face.
I believe.
Yeah, and there were more collisions there than the last 2 trips down with whistles.
And
he's in some pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Well, it's one of those where you get popped in the face, your eyes water, your nose.
I got hit in the eye, it looks like.
And unlike football, you can stay in the game.
And unlike football, everybody can see you.
Yeah.
That's what I love about basketball, folks, and that's what people, basketball has really become more popular than ever as we take a break here, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
When we get back.
Yes, when we get back. 57-51, 6:04 left. You're watching ASBN TV and Sports.
I make my coffee at home.
I cut my own hair.
I buy in bulk. So do I.
Jag tar med mitt eget godis när jag går på bio.
I still use my parents' TV login.
Saving is in style. Start saving with the Anywhere account today.
So we're back here talking about the popularity of basketball, and I think what the NBA's done well, but really all is that you can see the players' faces, you can see their expressions, you can see that, and they're not
much
just
more identification.
Yeah, there's not just a person down there in a helmet and stuff so in that case you could see Fisher getting up, rubbing his eye, and you knew exactly what was wrong with him.
Mm-hmm. Out of the timeout for the SaberCats, Crane, Yoder, Owen Kornmesser, Dishman, and Kachik. Dish underneath Kachik. Got Fisher on him, backs him into him. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Well, he drew it, but
as far as contacts go tonight.
Yeah, that's half the.
Yeah. That's 4 fouls on Kachik. And he'll be out of the game pretty quick. That's substitution. That takes away the big inside presence. Going to bring in.
I didn't see who called that one, but.
Wasn't the same, surprisingly. 24, Mike Cover, the junior, in now. So basically 4 guards on the court for the SaberCats. And that's going to be such a mismatch because you're not going to be able to stay with.
Who's going to guard 6'4"? Guard, really. I mean, he can play like a guard. You get somebody that size that can handle the ball in high school.
Yeah. And that was on Crane. They're saying he's fouled out.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
They haven't buzzed in.
He's a lot of their toughness, and
the officials aren't saying anything about it. We're seeing 5 up there on the.
Yeah, they must have got one wrong.
Yeah, because the book's not bringing it up, and somebody entered it. Second one short, rebound by Cobb, puts it straight back up, goes Bulls around there. The big fella held his ground. Nice, just did it by the textbook, didn't he?
Yeah, that was Scott Hastings-like.
Yep. 9-point lead now for the Impalas. Dishman at the bucket. Nice feed over 2 from Kornmesser.
Well, if you're Coach Johansson, you got to be proud of this team, man. They have hung in here and hung in here. And
5:20 to play, down by 7, but no giving up. I don't know what to say anymore there.
Well, if his arm.
Well, Crane's going out of the game, and if that was his 5th foul and he should have been on the court, that's kind of the one thing before. We're trying to figure out. I'm not sure why they take him out other than if that was his 5th foul. Because that's 2 fouls on Fisher, but the fact that he was still on the court, we'll see if he comes back in the game. That's an interesting catch. So we'll stay right here.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. You have 2 guys running full speed.
Yeah.
I guess you got to keep your arm in there. But
it showed the extension of the arm.
He fell down.
Extend the arm, which he did a bit.
And the player fell down. And that's at this point, that's about all that's got to happen. Folks, basketball has become a game that if you want to get a foul, you have to fall down.
60-53, 5:16 left here. Nice start to our broadcast season on the hardwood.
Great game.
Very competitive look.
Thanks to our executive producer, Mr. Phil Mildren, who's had a couple of glitches tonight. We apologize for that. Normally we're glitch-free.
That's why he's there. He's our backup.
But we will have that ready to go by next Friday night, our first hockey match.
Cover, Baldwin. Baldwin looks underneath that kick back out.
He's not even looking to shoot. Baldwin needs to look shoot.
Yep. Quickly up by Yoder. Spins out, rebound Fisher. Look down the corner. Tarango open on the dish. Going to be fouled. And that will be on Yoder. He had to contest it. That's a long ways to go.
Except Tarango hasn't hit one the whole game, so.
Yeah, he's had a couple pull-ups, but yeah, you got to honor the effort. And
I would not call Poudre a good 3-point shooting team.
No,
they've got
really
one guy basically.
They've not been their forte.
Yeah, you got to hit a couple before I'm going to run out there.
First one down. Tarango's been pretty solid at the line. Lead back to 8.
Yoder just a sophomore. Got his 4th foul now.
Yep. And a pair there Forrest back in. I'll tell you, Cobb's getting a nice hand for the fans, and he did. Those are some quality minutes there put in by the senior.
Well, and the Impalas are smelling some blood here, and we've been here when they've blown leads like this to this very Fossil Ridge team. So
right now,
if I'm Coach Brubaker, I'm not letting up, man.
Yep. Leads out to 10. Baldwin looking to drive.
Yeah, he needs to.
And he just. Okay, actually, I think it was a good call. He did stutter step before the contact.
He's fortunate he didn't get a foul called on him.
Yep. Play stopped.
I think maybe there's a sideline warning.
Uh-huh.
Matt's like, I don't know what I said, but Matt talks from the very first whistle to the last whistle.
Yep.
So
4.5 to play here. 10-point lead, the Impalas. They've got the ball. Wood, Stribling, Forrest, Fisher, and Tarango on the court. Yeah, got a little coaxed out of bounds. That'll put Stribling at the line. Foul be on Baldwin. Baldwin, Dishman, Owen Kornmesser. And Drew Kornmesser on the court along with number 24, Mike Cover. Kachik back in the game for Dishman. I'll tell you, I mean, there's a core of sophomores here with Dishman, Baldwin, and along with Yoder there that, like I say, they're going to have to grow up as the year goes along because they got to play. And Owen Kornmesser, Stribling's first one's off.
Well, some years you just got to say, you know what, this is who we got, and they're young. And
when we talk about that public schools, you're not recruiting much. Stribling with the second.
I don't think there's much of that going on in basketball up here, but maybe a few years ago.
Yeah, and good. 11-point lead now for the Impalas. Cover back down the corner. Kornmesser back out to his brother. What a treat for the parents to see both the boys playing at the same time. Good drive, kick back out though. Hustle defense. Now Poudre's kind of locked it down on the defensive side, haven't they?
Yeah, that's a good pass out.
And draws it down. Big three-pointer there. All it takes in a high school game, you knock down a couple of threes, and all of a sudden it doesn't. That lead's gone.
Well,
Wood alone, he puts up the three. Hard bound.
There's
rebound
been
Cover.
a time Fossil's been in Poudre's head too. So
pull up three, rolls around, doesn't go. Forrest with the rebound.
Get the ball to guard, son.
Yeah, you got 1-on-4. Stribling left alone, and a block, and that will do it for Kachik. A good effort tonight, but that's going to be his fifth. And I'm thinking Crane had to have been fouled out too, like the scoreboard said, but never buzzed for not seeing it. Well, now, as soon as I say that, just for the way he contributed to the game the first half, I'm surprised on the bench as much, I guess.
I'm bringing Yoder back in too, so this is kind of their.
Well, you're down by 8. Here's your chance. Yeah.
This is the final run.
You're down by 8. You gotta make a couple happen, and 2 shots coming here. Balls are in the double bonus. One more foul by them. They will put the SaberCats in the double bonus.
Well, and Fisher's done a good job of kind of resting a little bit while he's in the game, and you know how that is. Well, when everything's not going in you kind of rest a little bit. So he's
Stribling's second one doesn't go. Forrest very close. I like the aggressive
play. I'm glad
play.
He didn't call a foul there.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
To get fouled out on something like this.
And well, both players are going for it, but would you have been surprised?
No, but I'm just glad he didn't do that. Young man's had a couple of cheap fouls.
SaberCats pushing the ball. Nice job of going to the hole. Say it once again, if you don't stop the dribble, take it on there. Kornmesser with a nice left hand.
That might be 4 on.
Actually, I think that is his 5th. Yep. So the second player tonight for the Impalas to foul out, 1 for the SaberCats.
Well, you better be about 8 or 9 deep tonight, huh?
Yeah.
These preseason tournaments and stuff, they don't have a ton of people on the bench. Just out 11, I guess.
Yep. Ball rolls around, doesn't go. Baldwin hustles.
Oh, great hustle.
Dolan gets the rebound.
Boy,
7-point lead.
That. Not a good pass inside there.
Yeah, didn't, trying to save it, thought he had somebody there. And Stribling's going to foul out, and the bucket's going to count.
Well, I feel like everybody's, they're not using good sense on when they're trying to draw these charges.
Yeah.
You can't just beat them and get in front of them. You got to be able to stop.
Yeah. So that'll be the night for Stribling. That'll bring Tasker back in, number 3. 5-point lead, 3 minutes to play. Game's not over.
No, both teams are about their scoring average too right now. So this is pretty high scoring high school game. Doesn't feel like it because it's been so stop and go.
Yoder up and gets the end one.
He's probably got close to his average now.
Well, 4-point lead now again. Fossil Ridge crept back in it. Say part of that was going as the quiet with Fisher, but timeout taken by Coach Brubaker to rally his guys. So 2:55 left here. Stay tuned. You're watching Stream It Sports and ASBN TV. We're back here now. 2:55 left here at Poudre High School. Thanks for turning in. Early season game. Not a conference game, even though it is a city rivalry game, but they back and forth. The Impalas there looked for a minute like they were going to kind of run away with the game, Randy, and then credit the SaberCats, a three-pointer, and then a three-point play by Yoder. And all of a sudden they're just down by 4, 65-61. Plenty of time.
Nice crowd tonight for this pre-season, pre-conference game, not preseason. It's part of their season.
So the Impalas will inbound.
Should be a barn burner here.
Oh, yeah, well, both teams the double bonus, so certainly free throws will be playing a big factor in it. Double team forces the ball. Fall away, good.
Timely.
Yes. Well, everybody's just getting tentative. Don't want to touch anybody. The foul's coming in. That one rolled in and out.
Oh, my gosh. That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Fisher pulls up 3, heat check. Rolls around, doesn't fall. Nice rebound by Baldwin. And that's going to be offensive. Oh, my. Oh, Baldwin just put the ball on his hip and like a tight end turned right into Cobb and knocked him down. Now he was moving. Wow. Well, we've seen it all. Rough ball game tonight. A lot of whistles.
Just saw the biggest flop in high school history.
Yeah, that was.
It's better when they at least touch you.
Yeah. First one doesn't go. Second one coming. Both teams the double bonus. We'll have a night with probably 50 fouls called total. Second one's up. Etnoff forced with the rebound. Outlets out to Tarango. And it's going to be kicked and goes the other way. Just lost control of it. Kind of got bodied up by Kornmesser leaning into the.
So Foster Ridge going to offense for defense.
Yep. Kind of back out there because he did. He snuck in Drew Collins there just for defense there. Now got on the whistle. Smartly gets Yoder back in the game. They trail by 6, under 2 to play. Forrest denial defense out there, tips it away.
Well, you know what he's thinking. I get me a little steal here.
Yeah.
Go down here. And
Showtime.
Bring this crowd to its feet.
You can tell Yoder giving the ball up there, calling the play. He's their three-point threat. Crane's going to drive, goes in the lane, and called the offense.
Yeah, he initiated.
Yeah. Well, that's got to be okay. According to the board, it'd be a 6th foul, but that is the 5th. So both teams with a pair of players fouling out. That'll bring Cover back into the game. Number 24. Looking forward to watching Crane the rest of the year, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good.
Well, I love the effort.
Beautiful basketball. If you came to watch that tonight.
It's early season.
We did not do that tonight.
Yeah.
Good game. Right on.
Yep, minute and a half to play. Poudre kind of spreading it out. Underneath, look, over-under pot goes up, a little strong. Boy, Cobb just got swatted from behind, didn't get the call.
Yeah, there's no reason to even shoot.
Kornmesser down to push it. Swatted away by Forrest.
At least 6 blocks.
Yeah, effortlessly.
There's absolutely no reason to shoot.
Yep. Fisher now with the ball. You just got to go out and double team. You got to take a chance. And he's going to get tied up. Timeout called quickly by Coach Brubaker. Nice job by the Impala bench there, getting that timeout. Right now they're going to go talk about, okay, you're looking for the dive, you're looking for the people coming the jump double teams. Like, Yoder came from behind that time, Bout got the steal. And that's what the SaberCats have got to do. 1 minute left, 6-point lead. What are you telling for Coach Brubaker now?
First I was watching Johansson. I think he didn't get the answer about dinner plans that he was looking for, so he was
wanting to confirm.
If you're Poudre, to me, you just get the ball in and let them foul you. I mean, there's no reason to take a shot up by 6.
Yeah, if you draw a couple fouls, you go to the line, and basically if you're Fossil Ridge, you got to know how many fouls you got to give. Who can give 1 or 2, and hopefully if you could miss 1 or 2 out of the pair.
And nobody really has shown me to be great free throw shooters on Poudre. So I would just
foul
well. Whoever. But if you're going to foul, you need to foul right away.
Yeah, get the ball back. If you trade a 3 for 1 or 2 for 1, it gives you a couple opportunities. Baldwin, denial, knocks it out of bounds.
I bet you
Fisher down the corner.
Yeah,
goes in the lane. Wow. And it goes.
Or you can do that.
Yeah. But the contact and everything there, you just really surprised
how
the
was that
foul.
not a
Baldwin,
foul?
nice move. And that'll be it for Forrest.
But boy, you saw Baldwin's athleticism there, didn't you?
Yeah. That crossover and explosive second step, he's there. So that'll take Forrest out of the game with an 8-point lead.
Definitely a force on the defensive end.
Oh.
And still got, 10 or 12 points probably.
Travis in now, number 10. That's the 9th grader I'm talking about. They got one up on varsity. Get some varsity time there. Baldwin first one's up, bangs around and in. He's had several like that tonight. Nice backspin on the ball, keeps it in the cylinder. 7-point lead now. We've seen crazier things happen. And a nice 2-for-2 trip. And a timeout taken by Coach Johansson. So they got the lead cut to 6. And as you try to go through it now, it's like, okay, who do we, target the first person to foul you can.
Again, it's the same thing. And, when you've got somebody that's really physically so much more, bigger and faster like Fisher, I guess you go to the bucket. But, conventional wisdom would tell you to hold the ball.
Well,
play it out.
It's tough to, that's a maturity thing. It's an early year, and I think there's no matter what, you're learning a lot in a game like this.
Yeah.
It's been a tightly contested game. Not surprising, way the city games go.
But here's the thing, Dave, and you know this well as I do, this is a conference championship game. You make something like that, and maybe they call a charge, or maybe maybe he doesn't make it.
Yep.
So if you're going to play these pre-conference games, and my thought would be to play them like you'd play the championship game in the state.
So Cobb, Fisher, Tarango, Travis, and Tasker finishing the game out here. Baldwin, Kornmesser, Drew and Owen, along with Cover. So all guards out there. Baldwin's going to foul Fisher. He'll go down the other end.
Yeah,
also along with Collins, 32. And 5 fouls on Baldwin. That will bring Yoder back in, which is kind of timely and somewhat expected. So 2 coming here, as both teams have been in the double bonus for quite some time. And Fisher's been consistently on the front of the rim tonight with his free throw shot.
Yeah, and I'm going to say if you're going to take the ball and not pass it
then
you better make the free throws.
He wants to be there. He's that kind of athlete, and he's that kind of leader. He's just got to finish here. Second one coming. And that's good. Yoder quickly up court, trailed by 7, under 40 to play. Kornmesser the crossover.
Double dribble.
Yeah, I really thought there was double dribble, but the referee said just ball out of bounds. 3-pointer off the side, kind of just raced along. That's a good kick out. And Travis down court. That'll probably do it. 9-point lead. Yoder quickly with the 3. And it's going to go the other way. Yoder, I think, was out of bounds before he got to the ball. Made the 3, though. That was a pretty quick stroke, wasn't it?
Wasn't even watching. I was watching the official.
Yep. Crossover pass Tarango. 10 seconds down now. He can just kind of. Stats time, but foul be on Tarango. Put Yoder back at the line.
You would look at this game scoring and go, wow.
Well, just a game of inconsistencies, both teams, and then a whole lot of whistles. We'll watch both these teams progress as the year goes along, and you see a night where they'll shoot a little better in one way or another. A pair of shots there knocked down by Yoder, and time will run out. And Poudre gets the victory here, 72-65. So just a starter game. We will see how these come along as the season goes. But Randy, hard fought, great effort both ends. And as early season games go, not surprising, physical and a little on the edge at times, but boy, what a good one for the start of the season.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad we did it and glad we came in here. And so 72-65, Poudre over Fossil Ridge.
Live on Stream It Sports NoCo, it's Northern Colorado High School basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. This has been a Stream It Sports NoCo production of high school basketball. You can find all of our broadcasts, past and present, by visiting streamitsports.com/PSD.